Hello everyone and welcome to NETCRYPTO, where you get important information and news about all coins and tokens of interest. And today we are taking a look at this token right here, Littlepepe, right? So this one is a scam, right? So if you have not yet invested or are looking at it, don't invest, right? We do realize we're already in stage 13, right? Current price is sitting at 2022, right? So this one is a scam, right? And I'm going to show you the reason why, right? Tokens such as these, right, have been scamming people left, right, and center. And this is what we call a spin-off scam, right? So obviously this is a spin-off of the original Pepe. So ever since Pepe exploded, there have been tons and tons of Pepe tokens, all of them a scam, right? Remember Mind of Pepe, right? And you can see here, it was just a total rug pull, right? Soon after launch, it was a rug pull. As you can see here, the chart going down. We had Pepe Ascension. This one was actually crazy, right? Pepe Ascension, because with Pepe Ascension, they said that it's meme season about to begin, right? On 31st of October, they were saying they were going to launch this thing, right? Before TGE was supposed to happen 31st of October. Guess what? We are in December now and this thing hasn't launched and no one is saying anything, right? So don't buy into the pre-sale, right? The scam is in the pre-sale, because once you buy in the pre-sale, you are trapped. You can't do anything, right? Already they are already spending your money while you're in the pre-sale, because TGE has not even happened yet, right? So you're not even buying a token. You're just buying a value. So when you connect your wallet and you see how many tokens you bought, it's just a value, right? And when it's time to claim, right? And also the other thing about this is they are talking about vesting. And there's no vesting anyway on their website. I tried to check on their socials. I don't see vesting anyway, right? But they do say here, check here, how can I claim my tokens, right? Little Pepe tokens will be claimable once all pre-sale stages are sold out in accordance with the vesting schedule. Claiming and vesting information will be provided via the official website and communication channel. So this right here is a scam move. You can't launch an investment when people don't even understand when they are going to get their money, right? The vesting should be upfront, right? So, but they do this because they know that not everyone is going to go and check this information. So they say it's your fault. But they are scammers, these guys. They are just going to rug pull the token. Most likely that's the scenario that we see for this one. How can you start an investment and say there's going to be vesting, but you don't enunciate what the vesting or describe what the vesting is going to be like, right? Because what about now if you have people put big money into these things and then they come in and say, no, vesting is going to be in a 5-year period, right? They were not upfront about it. So this is a scam move. You can't launch a token without telling people the vesting schedule. It doesn't make any sense, right? It doesn't make any sense at all. And other Pepe scams that we covered on the channel, remember Pepe Unchained, right? Pepe Unchained. So now we have talking about Mind of Pepe. We're talking about Pepe Ascension, right? We have now, and also some of these figures are wrong where they say we've raised 42 million, right? We also had Pepe Unchained. Look at what they were saying. The Pepe Unchained Layer 2 ecosystem. Are they talking about this one, right? Powered by Pepe Ascension, defined by the wall. Layer 2 revolution is here. What are they talking about? Little Pepe, right? They're saying the next evolution of meme coins. Little Pepe is layer 2 blockchain. You see, so it's all about layer 2. This is the greatest thing that is out there, right? So this, ladies and gentlemen, is a scam. Pepe Unchained. Even if you check the charts here for this one, right now it's completely useless, right? 80-90% down from some of the last prices that we saw there in that particular pre-sale, right? So most definitely, right, this one is a scam. I would stay far away from it, right? And this is a spin-off scam, right? I need to talk a little bit about this, right? A spin-off scam is there's one token becomes successful like Pepe, and then you get a lot of copycats. There is no way in the cryptoverse when you've ever seen a spin-off becoming as big as the original. Well, some people say we don't care about that. Well, 99.9% of, or 99.9 of the times, right? A spin-off will always be a scam. It's people who are just trying to create a token so that people can invest into it using the name of a successful token, such as Pepe, right? So how does this scam actually work, right? So let us just go and check out some of the scam flow that we can expect for this one. So obviously, the stage one, that's the launch of the pre-sale. Stage two, that's where you see marketing, right, and sponsored posts, right, and also scam tubers, these crypto YouTubers who promote scams will be talking about it. And then, of course, staking, right, forms part of it. Never ever stake after you buy a pre-sale, right? Staking, and then that's where you start to see the stages, right? The stages, and that's the price increases and stuff and so on, right? And then launch, most of the time they like to launch on ETH because ETH acts as a deterrent for people to sell, right? So currently we're in stage four, where the price increases, and I think this one is going to be launching soon, right? I'm not sure if it's still going to be happening in 2025, most likely 2026, right? That's I think, because already they're saying here 97%. It might still happen. We just have to wait and see, right? So a lot of you do ask me, so NETCRYPTO, where do we actually get legit tokens, right? If you're talking about this one is a scam, right? So what I encourage you to do is to check out, if you're subscribed, become a paid member of the channel, of the NETCRYPTO channel, right? By joining the membership, you become a paid member and you're going to get access to the crypto strategy that I use. There are 75 tokens in there, right? Multiple different strategies that manage risk in different stages, right? This is not a get rich quick scheme, right? It's not a trick to buy some token and then all of a sudden you become rich, right? It doesn't work that way. But there is a lot of money to be made in crypto. This is a mature approach to crypto. It's structured, right? And it's something that it builds your knowledge as you go, you get ahead of the game, and you get to understand exactly how this thing works, especially it aggressively manages risk, right? So in time, you're going to get massive returns, but it's not a get rich quick scheme, right? There are no guarantees, right? In any investment, not just crypto, any investment. So I'll just consider joining the NETCRYPTO membership. You also get tons of perks. You can, as a member, you can drop me an email and request token reviews, right? Or investigations into the blockchain. If you've made an investment in a token that turns out to be a scam, I can generate a report that you can use with your authorities, right, and submit it so that they can flag some of their wallet addresses of the scammers, right? So Pepe, Littlepepe, most definitely is a scam. And another telltale sign, right? Here I'm just giving you tips to just check out a scam. Look at this website, right? And then you go to the white paper. The white paper, the white paper for this one is the website. There's nothing else here, right? So they basically converted the website into a white paper. So that's a sign of poor quality, right? That's a sign of poor quality. So that's the reason why I say that when you see a white paper that is just like 10, 15 pages, right? That's a marketing brochure. In this case, they just converted the website into a white paper, right? It's not a white paper, it's just marketing, right? So with this one, we can expect a rug pull, right? You can expect a rug pull. It's going to be extremely soon after launch, right? The token is just going to dump, and then for everyone who invested into this, the tokens are just going to be worthless because the money is already out. Because the people who do this, who run this, who create these scams, by running these pre-sales, they are breaking the rules of crypto, right? It's an ingenious scam move. They've moved away from the tax scam that we used to see about 5 years ago, right? Now it's the pre-sale era, because when you buy into a token, you actually buy into a smart contract. That's how it works. That's how crypto works. Crypto works with smart contracts. But these guys, what they are doing is they're saying, buy this thing. Yeah, you're buying nothing. You're buying a website, right? You're just buying into a website. You're not buying into a smart contract, right? Because the token doesn't even exist yet, right? They still need to create the token at TGE. So where is your money going? Your money is going to an address, right? And that address, right, they can cash out from. They're already cashing out from that address, right? And when they actually create the token, they're not going to put all the liquidity in there. That's why the price just go rock bottom and the tokens are worth nothing, right? So I just wanted to just bring awareness for this one, right? I see it's stage 13, right? It would have been nice if we caught it at least in stage 1, 2, or 3, right? So definitely this is a scam. Stay away from it, or at least the scam is in the pre-sale. Don't buy during the pre-sale. As you saw with plenty of other tokens that I've showed you here, after the pre-sale, this thing always goes rock bottom. If you really want to get involved, you'd rather buy after the pre-sale. And guess what? If you buy after the pre-sale, the tokens are yours. You're not buying fake tokens where you can get blocked from claiming your tokens and a whole lot of other scammy things that can happen, right? So thank you for watching, right? And like I said, if you want to get ahead of the game, consider joining the Net Crypto membership and become a paid member and get tons of perks in there, right? So thank you, and I'll see you in the next one or in the membership section.